Alicia, good morning to you. Are you ready to wake up in the know with me? Because right now I want to put you on the scene with another young entrepreneur that I've discovered, and the brand is called Sugar Bliss. And the name alone has me. But trust me, when you find out the backstory of that too, you will fall more in love. And of course, I think she's going to have something that will satisfy each and every one of your sweet tooth. And I know I have a bad one already. But anyhow, we have the lovely Hayley here. How are you feeling today, my love?
I'm feeling great. I'm good.
Good stuff. And you know what? Today is a day where I feel like, y'all know I always like my desserts and all that good stuff. But it's always great when I'm seeing that it's a young person pioneering this and going for it. And with last year moving into this year and the uncertainties and schooling and whatnot, I'm just seeing like there's a whole movement now. I mean, I used to say we had young entrepreneurs, but I think we're tapping into another generation, and this is just so amazing to see how young persons are starting now. So first of all, Haley, let's introduce St. Lucia and let them know all about Sugar Bliss.
Okay, so hi, my name is Hayley. I own Sugar Bliss. I started about last year, September, towards the end of the month. The idea, it wasn't a long-term idea I had before. It was just like from the start of everything in 2020, I finished school and there was not really any certainty whether I would go to school or not because of what's going on. So I just decided like I was always home and I would always be baking and making stuff now and then. So I don't know, the more practice I got, the more I got to love it. And then plus when I was in school, I did food and nutrition and health. I found that interesting too. So it was closer to like July, August. I just figured to myself like, you know what? They already told me school's not gonna be open. I'll be doing online. I can stay in St. Lucia, so why not just do both? Do school and start a business. Start a business because I had nothing else to do. I would be bored at home. I would probably be dying inside if I was home, like doing nothing.
Now you saying this, I'm so happy because where would we have ever thought that you'd hear persons saying, "I'm bored of staying at home"? So it's extreme when you get to that point as well. And I'm just liking the fact that at least you used that quarantine period and everything with having extra time now with no schooling to actually master a craft and something that you actually love doing. Now I know one of your first loves was cosmetics, so let's just talk a little bit about that as well.
Okay, so the cosmetics that generated from my mother. My mother has always been doing her makeup all the time. I always used to be playing in the stuff from the time I was younger, putting on her heels, just playing in all the makeup. And maybe by the time I turned like 13 or 14, when I was going out, I would start doing my eyebrows. And like it just started getting better and better. And all my friends were like, "Oh my god, your eyebrows are so nice." So, like, who did them? I'm like, "Me." And you're like, then they like, "You lie." They're telling me I'm lying. And I'm like, "No, I did it." So then after that, like I just started just starting little things in the makeup, doing the eyeshadow, practicing the foundation, just all the little stuff. So then
I also like your mom's friends used to even ask you and pay you to do their makeup. I mean, that says a lot too.
my friends, my mom's friends, and even random people too, like they'll just be like, "Can you do my makeup for me one day, please? Can you do my makeup for my birthday?" And I'll just say, "Okay," like okay. But right now, I'm still trying to find a lot of time to be practicing. Like I hardly have time to practice makeup now, but I'm trying.
That's just a sign that the Sugar Bliss bakery, I should say, is booming in terms of business. And the way I see it, you're young and you have so much ahead of you. You can do both. But just plan it. Eventually, once you've gotten Sugar Bliss where you want it, you can then branch off because I can easily see Sugar Bliss Cosmetics. So this is great that you have two talents that you can tap into whilst you're still doing school. Girl, you're at school and you're making money. How great is that? That's what I call boss moves right now. So let's get to your menu. And what are some of the delicious goodnesses that you create that people always want?
Okay, so I'll talk about the donuts first of all. The donuts are to die for. I personally always used to be eating the donuts, and now I'm trying to stay away from it. So we have the donuts, we have cinnamon rolls. We just brought apple cinnamon rolls and pizza rolls to the menu. I mean, pizza is not sugar, but we have a savory corner. We do pastries. everybody loves the pastries. Like I always have so many orders for the pastries. And the thing is the pastries to do are so time consuming and like people like even my friends would get upset with me if I tell them like no, I don't have the time to do it. So I do that. Cupcakes of course. What else? Or cheesecakes too. Cheesecake cupcakes.
If there's one thing that you have to say is a must have for anybody who's new to Sugar Bliss, what would you recommend that we try?
Okay, I recommend the cinnamon rolls and the donuts for sure. The chocolate cupcakes for sure.
So that's our top three picks.
Yeah.
Now, of course, Valentine's is coming. It's around the corner, anyways. Are you doing anything special for that?
Yes, I just put out my Valentine's menu on Sunday that recently passed, and I've been getting orders for it a lot.
You're gonna entice us a little bit so we have an idea of what's on that special menu.
First, we have because I have three different names for the packages.
Oh, okay. So we have choices again. Love that.
So the first choice we have the Cupid Smashbox. It's like a geode heart. It's made out of chocolate, and inside of it, like I'm going to put like a mini hammer in there, and like you smash it, and chocolates inside and stuff.
Listen, I saw that, and you're right. It was off of your profile, and I thought it was so cool because it's stuff with extra goodies inside of it as well. So that's something different. I've never seen that before.
Yeah. So also the next one we have is the Sugar Lips. It has the same one like the big hearts where you get to smash. There's smaller mini ones to it. So we have that, and it has cake inside. There's one with chocolate cake and some with vanilla cake, and we have red velvet cake donuts. Imagine the
Red velvet cake donut.
the story behind that. Like it just popped up in my head like last minute, like while I was actually putting my menu together. I'm like, why don't I just put that in there?
Now, let me ask you, what is it like the support from your family with you going into an endeavor like this and starting your own business?
A lot. I have a lot of support from my family, especially my mother's best friends. They always order like they always order in always.
Well, that's what you call support. That's loyalty, right?
Yeah, they always order, and like every time they need like a party to be catered for, a lunch, an office breakfast, like they always order in from me.
But this business is on a larger scale than I thought. Girl, well, that's amazing. And I'm really happy to hear that you're doing so much with your brand. So, St. Lucia, I know I'm so sorry we may have made you really hungry or at least a little bit snacky this early in the morning. But of course, just give Hayley a call or follow her on her socials so let them know how they can keep in touch and, of course, place their orders.
Okay, so you can contact me on Instagram at Sugar Bliss. It's just Sugar Bliss like that. It's actually Sugar Bliss SLU. I forgot that. It's Sugar Bliss SLU. So that, and you can contact me and my mom. My mom has a big part to play in everything. Like she helps me out the most. Like I feel like she does more than me sometimes. So you can message us on WhatsApp at 2873454. That's my number, and hers is 2853454.
So, on that note, St. Lucia, this is where I'll wrap it up. But just as the tagline says, it's Sugar Bliss, and I think we all deserve the indulgence.